website platform, creating the websites with that, and I can show you what the initial data looks like. Now these sites are all in beta, okay? So we are launching them as we speak right now. Over the next, I think by the beginning of next year, they would go into full production and so on. They're here and there, and we are fixing those, okay? And so the whole strategy is to see what, as the leads of users are using more and more to enter into a customer's contact using the smartphone, how can we make that experience seamless and ability to capture the leads properly and so on. So we've been looking at the design elements from primarily Google and Apple. This sound advice came from Joel, and obviously from Sean also.
Say on that note, I just read that the Android platform has captured 70% of the smartphone market at this point, and it's all but won the platform debate over, Apple. So Android is a huge job.
No, I'm not surprised at all. This has just done a very good job. Okay, so here's some examples, and if you have any questions, I can walk you through this. Is that the key important thing is that every site you go to Google, they're putting this tag over here. The two things which you're going to find out, this one, and then there is a circle one which is for settings, like a gearhead. Actually, people who are viewing it, this thing, now sometimes it's on the left, on the right, and so on. We looked at how do people use them, and I went to many blogs, and this is if you're a right-handed, your thumb goes over here. So rather than putting it over here or on the top or on the left-hand corner, we decided this is where the person's thumb is, and that's why we put the menu at the bottom and this thing on the left corner. And it scrolls very nicely up and then scrolls down in a slow motion, so it's very elegant. Show you some other examples of, this one is Doctors Express site. This one is Tutor Doctor site. Now, important thing to notice is there's a new feature we are adding. It's not there yet. In the settings, you will be able to set your color of this navigation area. So this is coming right now. This is the default color, but you will be able to set these colors. You can also upload these, what are these called, icons. Like of these icons that we use, but these you can be able to do that too. Now this is the first template. So this everything is a template, right? So another template is it's going to have other variations also. Okay. So this is the first one.
So they can customize those icons. For example, could there be a schedule an appointment icon?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That schedule an appointment is already being worked on.
Oh.
That's the next thing. And this is another company called Jensen. It's a B2B company that does customer satisfaction service, mystery shopping. So those are some examples. You can actually try them out. Okay, this one actually just got done. One-on-one tutoring, New Mexico, nm.com. So we'll put some of these up. Any questions so far on anything on this, on the mobile sites? And I can show you the back end also. Let's look at, as a user, what you would do is, this is Albuquerque. You go to the mobile experience. I have enabled the single page mobile site with the same domain. Then I'm going to go to custom mobile pages. You can create as many mobile pages as you want. So in this case, what I've done is I've only created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can edit them, I can obviously delete them, and you can just keep on adding more pages. When you add a mobile page, you have to give it a menu name and you need to give it a URL, and this is your icon that you're going to bring up. So let's suppose if I want to browse this I want to put, let's suppose something like this, news. There's where my icon for that. And then of course this is where my text goes. We also have another enhancement that we're going to look at. So I want to, this is about my news page, and you can bring with a button over here all of your content from different blogs, and it will populate them, and then you can decide which one you want. Okay, then you have to set up a display order and save it, and you have your page. It's as simple as that. Now, when the customer gets started with on revenue, there's a key difference. And the key difference is this is when a customer signs up with on revenue, all this is set up for them. This is part of our strategy, is that this is all set up so that you, and this is part of our selling strategy also, is that we're not looking for customers to log on and start creating their pages and so on. And that's why part of that fee goes into that overhead of, what we found out is if we give them something and it's not set up, it takes, the onboarding was very, very, very slow. And customers started dropping off. So the whole strategy was, let's create a system that it's a ready to go system. That's a key differentiator between us and HubSpot and Infusionsoft and a bunch of other companies. It's a ready to go system. So any questions on this, on the mobile settings?
You're sending that to us?
Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to send you all put them all there, yes, so you can absolutely see and so on.
Will you reference those two competitors you just mentioned?
Oh yeah, John is already, John, how far are you done on your spreadsheet?
The one I got on, that you were working on Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
Still working on it. Should be done by close to the end of the day.
Okay. So you might get done by end of today. Let me show you I'm referencing these guys. Give me a second. Where is the urgent care presentation? Also, Christine's presentation is ready to be sent to you. So give me just a second. Here's Christine's presentation. So I'm referencing these two competitors. So if you look over here, the spreadsheet that we are working on is a deep dive into this thing. So if you look at companies like Infusionsoft and HubSpot, they don't do any of this top two. Okay? They don't have apps like we do, appointments and so on. They have other they have a CRM, and they do this. They have this. They have some of this, and they don't have this. So they do bulk of this, but they don't do any of the web presence type of thing. Then you look at Yodel and so on, you're going to find that they do this part, pay-per-click and so on. We should add, professional web presence, website included also is as an item over here, because that gives a big differentiator. So those fall into over here. Did I answer your question? I don't know whether Chris or Joel, I don't know who was asking that.
Yeah, you did. It was Joel.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go to, anything specific you guys want to cover before I go into Sean and Christine's presentation?
I want to ask a question real quick about when we are creating a conversion website for a new client.
Yeah.
Are we using Google AdWords to define their best URL, or how are we deciding what the new URL is?
Yeah, that's part of the setup process. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's Yeah, customer startup. This is what I was referring to, guys. You should all have this one. If you don't have it,
The setup, yeah.
yeah, customer setup. This is what happens in the. We send this out as soon as customer asks for the. You can send it out in part of the proposal. Nothing wrong with this, sir. And
I think I'll do that today with Holly.
Yeah, and then here's the process.
So while that's loading, my follow-up to it is you're well aware of the new top-level domains that are coming out. So are we going to capitalize on that? I think that's a huge thing, and there's one that's related to medical or doctors. So instead of a .com, they can have a .med or and
Yeah.
we know that, but they don't know that, so we should be on top of it and be able to offer it. And I think that could be another selling point.
Yeah, we can do that. So with the domain names and so on, I think that's .com is still the golden child. Okay.
Yeah.
You must have a .com, and you should get .net, .med, and so on, and everything else like that.
Yeah.
That's what we recommend as a best practice and so on. Now down the road, I'll give you an example is if .info becomes very, very popular, then you should do it.
Yeah.
But .com is...
.demo for us is good.
Yeah.
.schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. So many variations. Absolutely. All right, so here's your walkthrough process, okay? There is some assumptions over here and so on. So this is the high level, putting the level field set so the customer doesn't say, I don't know how long it's going to take or how does it work. So this one is designed for make your life and our life easier. And you can include it if you think they're asking a lot of questions, they're question about setup and something like this. This is perfectly fine. Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else about these guys? Any other questions? Anything else popping up in your head? If not, then
So, Salim, one question regarding the site. How many pages does one have the ability to generate from a website?
there's no limit. You can put as many.
Standard pricing, right? 30 pages.
So you can put as many pages as you want. There's no restriction on the our infrastructure and our packages. So the gold package you can put 5,000 pages if you want. Nobody's going to have those, but you.
I think we referenced 30 pages on our pricing on the website, though. I was looking at it last night. It says up to 30 pages.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that may be reference to something else. See,
Okay.
the thing is, if let's suppose we are moving the content over, and if you got 30 pages, it's not going to get done in 15 hours. We'll tell them that. But what happens is we look at their website and we tell them, look, if it falls into the simple setup, it's $1,500 setup. That usually happens right at when we look at the most of the time of hundreds of customers we have signed up, that has never been an issue. Number of pages.
Right.
Zero time, I don't even recall where it becomes an issue or something like that. But that's a very good question. So if it comes up, you just should say no, for your site, this is not an issue. But I'll double check. I don't know where you saw it.
I'm looking right now. I'll send it to you when I find it.
Oh, I see. Okay. So let's go through. Do you want to go through this with Christine, or you want me to go through her presentation? Right now it's going on. We should probably have Sean do this to us. Sean is Christine's husband, and he helps us as a project manager, as a contractor also. He's doing this presentation.
He's also does the headshot in your inbox.
Okay, let's look that up also. So this is what he's doing. He's talking to these people. Now this is a soft sell approach, okay? He's going to tell them about what is the purpose of his presentation, what is the outcome, and then he's going to talk about what are the basic things they need to do as business owners. And then he goes over the agenda. He does a very nice job himself. There's a question and answer session. I understand they've been asking him questions that is going on right now as we speak, and the whole thing was supposed to last 20 minutes. It's gone into 45 minutes right now, and they just love this presentation, which is wonderful. And then he covers the social media landscape. And what are the benefits? What are social signals? Awareness, word of mouth advertising, increase customer loyalty and trust, improve audience. And then the key message is in 2014, it's a necessity, it's not a luxury. It's be active on social media. And he covers the top social media sites and trends. The number one still is Facebook. Number two is Google Plus. Now he's saying Twitter. I disagreed with him, but he's the presenter, so that's perfectly fine. Because this is a senior care company, so my recommendation was put LinkedIn rather than Twitter, but it's okay. Then it's Pinterest. So these are also some of the design elements that you see that, with the background images. It's very simple, very, very soft colors and so on. This goes in line with what you were saying in your that email that you sent up, how not to do things on it. Okay, so good.
It's ironic that in my email I commented that our website kind of is yelling, and the picture on the screen now is a guy yelling. But that's how big. I like the image on the screen that you're showing us right now. It's a guy with a megaphone.
Oh yeah, that he's yelling, yeah.
But yeah, my feeling is our website, the main page, the homepage, kind of is yelling at people instead of just saying, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah. Maybe it's too direct.
Well, it's too busy. Too busy. What you're showing us now is beautiful. It's clean and simple, friendly to look at. It doesn't tell you everything, which it shouldn't, and it just makes you. It's like we've invited somebody to visit the website, so they're going to go there, and it needs to be a nice, friendly welcome page, and then they can go click a tab on what they specifically want to look up and dig in.
Yeah.
More info. Anyway, moving on.
Well, this is his audience. He talks about components of SEO, text-based content, social engagement, and then he's going to talk about links back to your website. Those are the three basic elements of SEO. Why SEO is important. Website content, how do you get there? These are your vehicles. Blog articles, images, your videos. Then he talks about campaigns. So this is the image that we're in the process of saying, okay, how do we use this background image?
So whoever did these pages needs to work on the main site. It's like way better.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sean is working on it.
Right on.
We took your feedback. I listened to everything, but I may not agree on everything, but we are listening and we're making improvements. Okay, so obviously, with you guys added now, there's close to 30 people in the company, and so it becomes a little bit difficult to get everything we want get done right away. It takes time.
Yeah. But you at the top get to make the judgment. If you hear the same thing from enough people, okay, we got to do that.
Yeah, and it's always, it's constantly, okay, do I do this first? Where do we put the resources? How do we do it? So on, all of that type of stuff is there, right? So that's part of the package. So this is a good presentation, okay? We're going to ask Sean to do the same pitch for us. Okay, so these are very, very good points, and they are subtle and very, very direct in a way also. I'm saying, look at this one. So I love this, the way you done it. I don't know if you guys agree on that, but I like this type
Which
of
one?
look and feel.
With
He's
the rock,
talking about,
the rock climber?
yeah,
Yeah, it looks very nice.
quiet culture, yeah. So good, very good artistic sense, and so on.
Now, do you own what he's creating? Are we able to poach these?
Yeah, this is 100% ours.
Okay.
So Lee, where does this come into? Is it some kind of a generic educational tour on the
Yeah.
whole social media landscape and how it might be applicable? And first you have to get up to speed on what is social media, and I like this. Okay. Where does this fit into the strategy of sales? Do we set up separate webinars? Is this a separate webinar?
This could be a lead gen for you, is that we are doing this webinar and we would like to invite you.
Awesome.
All the people
That's awesome.
Yes.
spoken to, it's a soft sell.
Are these slides available to us now? Are they online?
Yeah, they will be available to you. We have a few minor things that need to be tweaked, because the presentation is still going on right now as you and I speak. They may have just finished it. It's probably gone over. So we'll clean this
Well,
up.
now we know
We'll take it.
Christine's secret. She's got Sean.
No, this is a great way, in my opinion, to get, because a lot of people that we speak to think, we assume that they have a certain amount of knowledge of what social media is and all the latest and greatest technologies. But this right here just, it just answers those questions.
Yeah, it's like vocabulary. Everybody thinks they know a bunch of words and what they mean, and we all have conversations and use big words and little words, whatever. But if you really break it down and ask people, what does that actually define, that word that you just used? They don't know. And so it's the same thing with technology. It's like everybody thinks they get it, and they use it, and they understand how to use it, but they don't understand how to buy it or to implement it. So it's like we can fill that gap, especially when you're trying to sell somebody some technology, a very basic, like defining a word in the simplest terms. It's defining what the purpose of this technology is for you, and here's how it actually works.
Well, just like SEO, I mean, that's a great myth out there that, about SEO, and he answered that within 2 slides. He just
Exactly.
gave it, that's it.
And then your prospect, that once you've informed them in those terms, they kind of quietly, they really appreciate you, that you just cleared something up for them that they've been talking about and using for years, and they never really knew what it was.
Yeah. So this is the direction that we are going into, so just wanted to share that with you, okay? So any other things that we can do, anything you need to make phone calls and get some appointments. So without the demos, nothing happens, guys. So I always keep on reminding you, and you all know that. So please get some demos, close your deals, whatever is necessary, and get your 100% of any deal you close, any upfront money that comes in is all yours this month, okay?
Right on.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll speak to each other tomorrow then.
Awesome. Thank you, Salim.
Thanks, Salim.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.